Alright, I am back with another video. It's been a long time since I've done this, but here I am. Today we will be doing procedurally generated, I guess, anything. This works for almost anything, whether it's characters or maps, even like sounds and animations, all sorts of stuff. So we're gonna get right into this. I have a blank scene here, nothing in it, just made it fresh. So right off the bat, I'm going to add just a couple things here. I'm going to create a plane so our character can be seen. And I'm just going to make that a little less bright. Alright. We're creating not a player character, just an enemy character, or normal character, I guess. Let's see here. Let's move him over here. Okay. It's been a while since I've done this, I'm sorry. Alright. So, I was thinking of using like a Cinti pack to showcase this, but I think we could just get away with showing it, making, well, let's say we're going to have procedurally generated armors or helmets or something. We can just do that with cube objects. It's all the same. So I'm going to get a couple variants here, and so let's see. Let's get this cube here, and we're going to pretend this is an armor. And I will be showcasing this with different colors, I guess. That would probably be the best way to show this. So this here will be our first armor. We'll call this, well, I guess we're not going to call it anything, or we're going to make it red. I probably should have made some materials before I did this, but it's whatever. Okay, it's all purple by the looks of it. Okay, we'll go with the purple armor. So let's rename this purple. I'm going to duplicate that, and we're going to have this one be, here's a red here, or an orange. And let's have two more just to show you how well this actually works. So for this we'll be using, obviously Game Creator too, but I'm going to be using stats with it as well. I'm a big believer in just the stats module. I don't use the inventory one at all. All of that can be done through the stats module. So, and besides, I can't figure the inventory one out anyways. There's barely any tutorials on it, so for now I'm using stats for everything. Alright, this one will be black, and let's have one more. And green. That's a bit buggy looking. Blue. Perfect. Alright, so here, and again, this goes for anything. This, not just the armor or equipment or whatever, but literally anything. No matter what you're trying to make. I made a thing earlier this week where it was different variants of rocks and trees for kind of like a survival game, and it was different trees every time I hit it and chopped them down, they'd come back different. It was awesome. I'm very glad I figured this one out. Alright, so right here we are going to add these all to the spine. And I'm just going to test that real fast, make sure that stays on them. Yep, perfect. Alright, so to even begin this, we're going to have to give this guy some traits from the stats, and we're going to have to create a class. So, following along, we're going to go create Game Creator, Stats, and Class. I'm going to call this one AI. And then we are going to create stats attribute. We'll say torso random. I'm going to copy that and paste that over here. going to create one more. And this one's going to be a stat. I'm going to call it max torso random. Copy that, paste it here. The base value of this is going to be, well, I'm doing 100. So that way we have a high, we can make it so there's like a really high chance of getting, say, the purple armor and a really low chance of getting the blue armor. Because if I did it out of 4, because there's only 4, it's probably going to be evenly distributed across them all. So, and then I'm going to go back to the torso random and add the max stat to the max value. And then we're going to add both of these to the class. Torso, max torso. Perfect. Alright, back to our character. Let's give him the AI class. And we're going to change the start percent, the attribute, down to 0. And then save there. Always got to save. Alright, let's see. Now, real fast, I'm going to show you how to do this. And then I'm going to probably show you guys another example through whether it's a game world or something, just by different colored planes or something. So, I'm going to add an empty on our character, and we'll call this random armor script. Alright. So, trigger on start. We will go to stats, change attribute of our character, and the attribute will be our torso random. We're going to set it random, range between 0 and 100. Okay, and then we're going to run conditions, and then add conditions. Drag them up there, minimize that. We're going to add the branch of if stats compare attribute of our character torso random, if it equals or is less or equal to, we'll do 25 for the first one. No, we'll do 30 for the first one. So there's a higher chance of getting whatever one this is. So if torso random equals 30 or less, then we will set active. And wherever I put the armors here, come on. Purple. Alright, and then for the next one, we're going to duplicate this branch. We're going to put our character back in it. And this time we're going to go, let's say, we'll do 60. So these two have the same chance of equipping. We'll go with orange. Duplicate that again. And then this time we'll do 80. So only 20% chance for this one. Put our character in there. Actually, no, we're going to do 85. So there's a 25% chance, and then 15 for the last one. Alright. Duplicate. Character. 100. Alright. Now, if we click on our character here, I want to have this open so we can see what it is. So again, 30 under for the purple, 60 under for the orange, 85 for black, 100 for the blue. Let's see. So we got purple because it's 30 and under. Yep. Stop that. Play that again. Now it's orange because it's 60 and under, or between 60 and 30. See if we can land on a black or a blue here. black because it's 80 and under, or 85. Yep. So there you go. That's procedurally generated, or I guess not procedurally generated, but randomized. So yeah, forgive me for saying procedurally generated at the start. That's my mistake. But there, you got randomized enemies. So this works great with the Cinti packs. I'm a huge believer in the Cinti packs. Especially stuff like the modular characters, or even the Apocalypse ones or military ones, the big packs that come with a lot of attachments to the characters, such as helmets, hairstyles, or even just swapping between the outfits themselves. Do it for different weapons, etc., etc. And then we are going to do the same thing, but we're going to make it for different areas. So let's say this is your starting area in whatever game, and you want to go out into the map, but you don't want it to be the same each time. So you're going to have it on load up. It could be different variants. So let's do that. And it's going to be the exact same process. So we got two different options here. This one's going to be our blue area. This one will be our orange, yellow area. And let's do one more. This one will be our red, purple area. Let me create an empty, call it map generation. And we'll call this one tile 1. Put all three of these in here. I'm going to add traits to the tile, and we'll just use the AI traits. I mean, if you want to get organized, you can create a separate one for that. Call it whatever you want, not AI, but map, something like that. And I'm probably just going to copy and paste this script here. I like to be a little organized, so I'm just going to rename this random tiles. Alright, on start, we will change, instead of character, we'll go game object, tile 1. Did I add trace? Yeah, I added trace to that. Okay, so tile 1, attribute, torso random still. I mean, that would be like tile random if you did change that, but random, run random tile conditions. So if, well, let me just get rid of these ones here. Alright, so if game object tile is, so there's 3 of them, so we'll go with 33 or less, set active plane 1 to true, duplicate. If tile 1 is 66 or less, set active plane 2 to true. And again, if tile 1 is 100 or less, we will set plane 3 to true. And I'm about to be a dink here and just rename these for myself. So we got plane blue, got plane yellow. Sorry, I'm a bit picky this way. I like to be very organized when I do this, even though it's just a tutorial. Purple. Alright. So now we have random characters and random map tiles. Let's see. So we got the yellow tile. Alright, and let's just pretend like, you know, yeah, this tile here, it's got like a pathway this way, or certain objects or loot chests. And again, even with loot chests, you can do that too. And then your second tile will also be generated, so, you know, this works especially well. Duplicate that, move it over here, duplicate that, over here. And let's see what we got now. Now we got a whole bunch of randomly generated things. And let's, you know what? Let's have another character. And another one. All randomly generated. And that is basically it for this video. Oh damn, they all got orange? No. Okay, so I didn't... Oh wait, no, that's not done. So this character got... Okay, 60 or less, that's right. So I'm just making sure that worked right, because there's no way they all got orange. Yeah, 60 or less for orange. Above 30. Mine below 60. Damn, they did all get orange. Alright, so it works. It works good. There was no bug there. It was just chance. That's basically it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and keep going if you want to stay tuned, or you guys can head off and try it yourselves. Go right for it. I'm just going to add more generated stuff like helmets, weapons, you know, just to show you guys how generated it can be. For that though, we're going to need to make more of these. So yeah, you can't keep using the same one over and over if you got more than one on one guy. So this one I'm going to name Head Random. And make sure you change all of these things in here too. And then we're going to add the new one. The one with the 1 goes right there. And rename it Max Head Random. And add it into our class. Alright. And then also get rid of these two here. Change this back down to 0. I mean, that's not really important since the trigger automatically randomizes the number, but either way. Just going to, let's see, I'm going to copy and paste those armors that I made here and drop them on our character's head, wherever that is. Neck, head, and let's just reshape this as well. Yeah, looking good there, bud. Alright. I'm just going to remove these colliders. Sometimes the colliders can glitch out. Maybe launch your character 1,000 feet, who knows, so let's just get rid of those. And then random armor script, we're going to duplicate random head script. Alright, and we're going to change this thing from torso random to head random. Character head random again. Head random. Keep going. We're going to do all these first, and then we're going to change the objects after. Alright. And then for this one, we're going to do purple with the 1, orange with the 1, so on and so forth, and that is it. Now we have random helmets. It is so easy and so fast. Mind you, if you're giving them actual like properties and changes to the game, it could be a little different. I was trying to do it with weapons earlier, and whether they got a sword or a gun or like a spear, it had to change the attack animations and the combat systems they had against my character, so it got a little tricky there, but it's all doable with stats. Let's try that, and let's add a couple more characters just to really showcase it here, because now there should be a lot more variance in this. How about that? Now we got randomly generated AI, and this also works with, so say now I feel bad for anybody who left earlier, because now I want to show you guys so much more on this video. I might have to edit that out if I don't even know how to edit that out, to be honest. Let's see, so with these scripts, instead of having, so like you'd have your between 100, under 30 for a certain thing, instead of setting a piece of armor to true, you could set it to like, say, a sound effect. So say this is like a different kind of script, not for your armor, but let's say your character dies, all right, or an enemy dies, and this is the death script. So like, you know, on health equals 0, run conditions, these conditions would set this off, be a little bit of a different order, but it'd be the same idea. So if they die, randomize, say, death random, and if it's under 30, play this death animation with it. Or if it's under 60, another death animation, so on and so forth. You can add death sounds to each one, so it's the same sound per animation and it will always be different. Or you can go the extra mile, have another script with different sound effects. So they could have one death animation with one death sound, the same death animation with a different death sound. You know, it's all so conveniently, like, who would have thought, right? Not me. Anyways, that's it for randomizing, I guess. It's a lot better to showcase with the actual assets, Cinti assets, stuff like that. I'm big on those, but I'm going to try and make some more videos here lately, and preferably a lot of them without packages, because I know game creators are already a little chunky in price, so I'm not going to try and get you guys buying the same packages as me just to follow along. It's not fair. So we're going to be creating assets, and I'm just going to be showcasing you that way. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'm going to go see if I can record another video or two right now just to catch back up. I've been gone for like a year, so I mean, yeah, that's it for that. Thank you guys for watching again. Thank you guys for coming back and staying subscribed. And yeah, I will start recording. I'll think of something else to do right now, and then I'll start recording that. So anyways, take it easy, boys. Good luck. Have fun.